Nutribullet Smart Touch Blender Review. The Nutribullet Smart Touch Blender is the foremost and greatest full-size blender from this respected company. On a sleek black base, there stands a large capacity BPA-free plastic pitcher with a safety locking lid. Supplied with 4 automatic programs and 3 speeds, this product offers an adequate amount of settings without making it too complicated. Although it is pricier than the other whole-size blenders from Nutribullet, its performance is much stronger, which makes it worth the additional cost. An ideal kitchen tool for blending velvety soups, purees, and smoothies is a top-notch blender like the Nutribullet. This brand is known for creating robust machines capable of handling intense ingredients and transforming them into liquids. Nutribullet's most powerful full-size blender is the Nutribullet Smart Touch Blender. It has a large 64 ounces 1.85-liter pitcher, plus an improved locking lid feature for extra safety when blending. This model builds upon the features of the original Nutribullet blender. The Smart Touch Blender offers 1,500 watts of power, 300 watts more than the Nutribullet blender. Its sleek touch control panel provides 4 pre-programmed settings in addition to 3 manual speed options and a pulse button. You can feel the superior construction quality, although it is a big appliance. Operating the appliance was effortless, but taking off the locking lid could be tricky. Its blending power was exceptional and it produced smoothies free of lumps. We were impressed. This blender is more expensive than cheaper models, but cheaper than high-end ones, making it a great option for those looking for mid-range power and performance. Despite its large size 44 by 27.5 by 21 centimeters, the Nutribullet Smart Touch Blender has an understated black base that looks more refined than earlier full-size models from Nutribullet. Plus, its touchscreen controls go dark when switched off, lending it a sleek aesthetic. When you turn on the device, you'll have 3 speeds and a pulse button, as well as 4 pre-programmed settings for purees, soups, frozen drinks, and smoothies. In the center, there is a timer that will count down in auto mode or count up when manual speeds are used. We selected something simple, to begin with, so we utilized the Nutribullet Smart Touch to crush some ice cubes. Taking only 5 quick pulses of the button, it changed 6 cubes of ice into a snow-like powder. Though the process was loud with nearly 87 decibels in our sound measure machine, a standard clamor level for blenders, despite the fact that there are other more silent models, fortunately, we didn't have to suffer through it for much longer. We selected the 50-second cycle of the smoothie setting in order to combine yogurt, spinach, pineapple, and banana with apple juice. It was still very noisy, not as loud as when crushing ice, but high-pitched enough to force us to stand farther away. Eventually, when finished, the result was fantastic. The beverage's ingredients had been blended finely and felt slick on the tongue. There wasn't even a speck of fiber from the pineapple nor any evidence of spinach visible. It had a velvety consistency. To break down hazelnuts, we again opted to use the pulse button. It took 10 pushes of it before the biggest pieces were finally chopped up. This led to a slightly uneven mix of chopped nuts and powder, which is often the outcome when attempting to chop nuts in a blender. In this case, the sound level was equal to what it is when crushing ice. Eventually, we utilized the low-speed setting to manufacture fresh homemade mayonnaise. Initially, when we had merely 2 egg yolks and 2 teaspoons of vinegar in the blender, the amount was too limited for the blades to amalgamate it. We incrementally added oil through the middle of the lid, and in a bit more than 2 minutes, the Nutribullet Smart Touch developed a thick and glossy homemade mayo. Though the rate was low-speed setting nonetheless, it was still loud and there was no prospect of us walking away from the appliance on this occasion. The Nutribullet Smart Touch is equipped with powerful suction cups, so it won't move while blending. For manual cleaning, use a brush to avoid contact with the blades. This blender is dishwasher safe, however, there is usually standing water at the base of the pitcher after washing in the machine. This 64 ounces pitcher should be enough for most people's blending needs. Even the largest blenders we've looked at are only slightly larger. We are always astonished at how many blenders can run without the lid. Fortunately, this one does not turn on until the lid is properly secured, a must-have for families with children. This blender can quickly turn fibrous fruits and leaves into a smooth liquid with its 50-second smoothie program.